Good morning. It's Morning Oasis. I'm going to put away a few things while you guys come on in. Alright, let's see. Been working on getting all of my stuff together for the fair. So exciting. Making all of my paperwork that I'll go and get copied off and creating all of my brochure stuff. And you would think I'd get this done a little bit more quickly, like, or before the fair, but, you know, I'm just not there. Good morning, Michelle. How are you? Today is like a really good day. I can feel it. It's going to be a good day. I'm going to be driving up to Seattle. I'm excited for that. I feel like it's all lining up. So I have no card pulls listed, you guys, and today's Q&A Friday, so that's like, this is what we do. We do card pulls, we answer questions. So what do you guys want to know about? Where are you guys at? What are you struggling with? Do you have anything you want to share that you're excited about? Good morning, Laura. Nice to see you here. Yeah, so this is your guys' day. Today is your day. And it's definitely also, you know, the intention around Q&A Friday, by the way, is for students who have questions about what they're learning in the classes, Life Mastery, the Let It Flow classes, to be able to come in and ask. But gosh, you guys just never have any questions. I guess it's all covered in there. I don't know. I never hear other than awesome stories of success and joy. Okay, cool. I'll do a card pull for you, Laura. So some of my decks are over in my fair box, but not all of them. So let's see. I'm going to check and see which one wants to talk to you, Laura. The Energy Oracle cards. Let's see what they have to say. Yeah. So how are you guys today, this Friday? We're approaching the end of spring. Or I mean the beginning of spring, the end of summer. My crocuses are blossoming out front. I love that when that happens. This morning my bunny was so snuggly, so snuggly. Let's see, Laura. Let's see what the cards have for you. And remember, guys, you just have to ask and you get a card pull today. It's for everybody. Oh, Laura, I'm getting appreciation is the card that came up for you. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah. She's holding this rose, and she's really valuing it. So let me see what the book has to say, because I'm going to just pull a little bit more. Yes, Sue, I'd love to. Oh, good morning, Shauna. I'd love to pull a card for you. Let's see what appreciation also has to say. Then I'll tell you if anything else comes through. Woman enjoying a single rose, enjoying the scent and the beauty of that blossom. Yet around and behind her are bramble bushes. She could be focusing on those, worried that she might get caught up in their prickly branches of difficulty. Instead, she's pausing to experience the blessing of this single rose, of this single flower. The sun's breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice, and the tiny buds are waiting to open. This card is telling you that you have much to be grateful for. And congratulate yourself on every moment that you've chosen to appreciate that. This decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value. It's guaranteed to bring more worth and richness to your life. So right now, I figured that was what it was going to be saying. I hardly ever read these cards. That's why I wanted to see what did the author have an intention with this. And, you know, what I have found is when I approach even the hardest of situations with gratitude, even when I approach things that feel like they're defeating me and minimizing me and beating me down, and I look for what I'm grateful about it, what it actually taught me, well, that I'm stronger than I thought, that I'm more resilient than I thought, I fall back in love with myself. Hi, Siska. It's been a while. Okay, so I think the next card pull was Sue, and then it's Shauna. Remember, today is Q&A Friday, so you guys it's all card pulls today, and questions and all of that. Hi, Justine. Yes, my pleasure. All right, I'm going to start writing these down so I don't forget. And really quickly, quickly. Okay, so I believe we've got Sue, and then Shauna, and then Justine. Oh my God, is it your birthday? Oh, happy birthday. We need to get together. I haven't seen you in too long. It's been too long. Yes, you are down for a card pull. Katarina. Okay, so real quick, I'll just do my announcements since we're all kind of in and going. So we've got tomorrow, is the Emerald Spiral Fair in Kent, Washington. Then we've got the panel on the 31st of March, the Spring Cleaning of Your Soul. That's at New Renaissance with me and 3 other cool psychics and readers and intuitives. And then we have the Who's the Fool, Gallery of Metaphysical Arts at the Vibrant Studios. That's April 1st. And that's going to be very cool too. Okay, so there, I did my best. I did my announcements. So let's see, Sue, which deck wants to talk to you? Ooh, I love these. This is the Earth Magic deck. It's an oracle deck by Stephen D. Farmer. I really like his perspective. I was just talking to somebody about how much I appreciate the balanced perspective of these men who create stuff and do things for us, as well as the women who tend to be a bit feminine heavy in the spiritual or psychic or the consciousness expansion community, and balancing those energies out, having that masculine and feminine. I just absolutely love it. So, and you guys, Katarina is a total dragon. Oh my gosh, total dragon. So cool. Okay, Sue. And this is not at all surprising. You got the lotus flower. Unfoldment. Right? What this makes me also think about, oh my God, you're turning, if you met her, you would think she's like 33, seriously. Maybe 39. Maybe. One of those energies that's just so full of life, so full of joy. This reminds me, I need to turn off my phone. I don't want it to be ringing or anything while we're doing this. And my computer. Okay, so it's time to allow the unfoldment, Sue. Everything is just opening and blossoming. And though there's some things that really feel challenging and really feel scary right now, that's part of the unfolding. A lotus blossom is a lot like a lily, right? It grows all the way down. The root base of it is all the way down in a mucky, dirty swamp, all the way down in the mud. And it grows this long shoot that comes all the way up, seeking the light to come up out of the water. And then it opens and blossoms up out of the water. So it's time to allow your unfoldment. You have been down in that mud, and it may feel like you are, but that's what's necessary in order to grow a flower that's as sacred as a lotus blossom. So it's the unfoldment for you. And I know it's been hard right now, and I do hold both of you in my heart for that. Okay, Shauna. Good morning, Shauna. Shauna helped me last night see another one of my little girls, value myself a little deeper. It's been rough, so even when we do this work, when we're teaching others, we're coming into expansion and we're opening up, we still need guidance, we still need support, we still need each other. Because, I like to view it as, we came here to be an individuation. We came here to be a unique perspective, a unique piece of that whole, of that creator. However, that means we need each other to be whole, to come together. And I kind of think of it like we each have a key, we're like each have this one key, and we have all these locks inside of ourselves that we don't even know about. And by coming together, we get those keys, and they unlock parts of ourselves that we just can't find otherwise. Thank you, Shauna. Okay, so Shauna's card pull. Let's see which ones want to talk to her. Ooh, the Phoenix cards. They don't come out very often, but they came out just the other day too, didn't they? I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. Let's see. My desk is covered with printed material for this fair, so we're going to make it work. Okay, let's see. The Phoenix cards are by Susan Shepard. This is what that book looks like, the cover. They're powerful. I love these cards. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you guys, I bought a new deck. You guys asked me to get a new deck. I mean, you guys all suggested. I've been feeling like I needed a new deck, and you guys suggested the Voyager Tarot deck. So I got it. It came yesterday. I was reading from it. It was kind of funny. I did a 2-card pull for my husband. He didn't like the message. He's like, that's not right, Jessie. Your cards are always right, but that one, it's not right. I thought it was pretty bang on. But we don't always see ourselves as clearly as others outside of us, and that's why we need each other. So I can love him and accept it for him. All right, let's see, Shauna. Whoa. I have no idea what this card means, because as I've said before with this deck, I do not know anything about it. I only ever use it like this. Look at that. It's number 12. I'm going to let you look at it while I look it up. It feels awesome though, doesn't it? Okay. No, not Chinese there. Okay, this is the Viking Rune Stone. Wow. Let me just see what this means. 1793, forebears of the modern Danes and Swedes. Okay, if you've chosen the Viking Rune Stone as a past life symbol, you feel uncomfortable revealing your deepest emotions to others. For this reason, you may often be misunderstood. I know, right? Serious energy coming off of it. You are by no means chilly or cold. You simply choose to remain objective or detached in most emotional situations. When you do decide to express yourself, it's often by angry or aggressive actions, and this usually happens when you're pushed to your limits. Your temper can easily flare. So this is where that comes from. When it's like you don't feel like you can speak up until you get to the break point, and then it just comes out really fast and hard. This is where that comes from. This is a tender place inside of you that is difficult to thaw. Oh man, when Shauna's eyes rolled back, that means it's definitely big energy coming through. You guard this special place with secrecy and even a sense of shame. You don't want others to look upon you as undeveloped or weak. You may have buried your emotions for so long that they now seem out of reach. On the other hand, you suffer a great deal in your solitude. Oh, sure. I'll pull a card for myself, Michelle. Other people may misread you, causing you a great deal of unhappiness. You give friends the impression that you don't need their help when you really do. You fear intimacy more than anything else. The truth is your feelings are so deep that you're afraid that you won't be able to control them if they are unleashed. You're worried about this as a child, and you may still fear these strange, dark powers that move within you. Your intense, stormy nature scares people sometimes. They may even gang up on you in an attempt to subvert your authority or power. You tend to rebel against established laws and religion. You dislike being dominated, especially by people who use underhanded means to manipulate you. To you, this is completely unacceptable. We're going to just flow energy with this one, Shauna, as we pull through it, okay? I'm going to bring this even closer so you can get the full symbols. If you are, nope. Let me see. Oh, interesting. Okay. If you're a man, you may be intimidated or puzzled by women. They reveal a side of you that you have long tried to bury. You need to learn to trust women a bit more, for they can reach levels that you're not in touch with on a conscious level. Now, you're a woman, and I think that's also a message, and we know where that comes from. It is important that you experience and understand the strength of gentleness and true emotional bonding. This is a type of surrender that is alien to you, and you must understand that you will never experience true love unless you are willing to surrender a part of yourself to another. To you, life is serious and your thoughts are deep. You can withstand hardship and suffering better than most. It does seem at times as if your life has stacked the deck against you. Although you're strict with yourself, you have dreams. Usually these dreams are recognized as you grow older and learn to approach life with more ease and lightheartedness. Watch your tendency to be rigid, as this attracts criticism and makes it difficult for you to accept the praise. The choice of the Viking rune may indicate difficulties or issues with other women. Your mother may not have been able to accept you, so now it may be difficult for you to accept other women. It's possible that you were born into an environment that was emotionally deprived, or that your family underwent some great strain. Things are different now, so learn to forgive yourself and others. So that's why you created that, was so that you would be able to remember this life and release it from your current expression and from your energy completely. You're all done with that. You're wise and magical and strong. Never be afraid of your power, your authority, no matter how much people try to criticize or suppress you. Although you may appear gentle and kind on the surface, you will not buckle under the forces that are meant to cause you or your loved ones harm. It possibly takes difficult times for you to become aware of your power and to assert it. Hello, Elaine. It says, a life among the Vikings can give you an inner resolve that brings many victories to this life. Learn to channel your power and bring the light of victory to others. Ooh, that's awesome. I love you so much, Shauna. It's such an honor to hold this space for you. Oh my gosh. Doesn't that just answer so many questions? So many questions. God, I love this deck. This is what the back of each of these cards looks like, you guys. Sometimes we've got to burn in order to release what we came here to release. Morning, Jennifer. Okay, so I will put myself on the list, Michelle. All right. Let's see. Justine, let's see which cards want to talk to you. I've got them all on the deck now, table now. Ooh, the Shadowscapes Tarot wants to talk to you. We're all sending you some love on that, hun. That was a little unexpectedly mighty, wasn't it? Okay, let's see. Justine. Okay, so Justine, you got the Five of Wands. It looks like right now you're feeling like a lot of stuff is going on. Maybe you're just having all these things and issues and stuff getting in the way, feeling like you're running uphill, but stuff's all around you. One of the things I love about this card is this is about perspective. This card is all about perspective. Yeah, very mighty. Oh, I think that card was speaking to a lot of us, Michelle, honestly. I think that's one of the reasons that we all come together in this space so often, why we're drawn into the space together, because we resonate with those frequencies. We resonate with each other's energy, and we come in together because we're drawn by that resonance, by that harmony that's created by coming together. So I'm not at all surprised if that Viking rune talked to quite a few of us. So Justine, one of the things I love about this card, I'm going to pull it up a little closer, and actually my husband pointed this out. He can't see the card at all, but he knew this intuitively. See how not all of these foxes are actually real? Some of them are imagined, and it's like they're chasing something else that's running away. So it's like you're running through something that's chasing something else, but they're not actually inhibiting him as he runs up that hill. They're celebrating and dancing with him. And they're not in any way blocking him. They're actually giving him more energy. So maybe you create more energy for yourself by having a lot of things going on around you. You don't have to keep doing that. You can choose to come into a single focus, or you can recognize this is an energy time, a high energy time. It's going to draw a lot of stuff to you that's going to make it feel like, ooh, I really need to amp up for this. Okay, so when you get this amping up, recognize this is transition. And this is a wand suit. The wands are about transmutation of energy, taking a piece of wood that's been cut away, that's a dead piece of wood, and bringing it back into life and transmuting it into light energy, right? So you're taking stuff and creating with it. It's a fire passion, and it's transitioning from the struggle into the pathway that's more clear. All right, so Katerina, happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday. I bet you're having the most amazing cake. So you guys, Katerina, she, like, when she makes sweets, it's like a real deal, okay? She makes like truffles and cakes that are, you would find in a Paris shop, okay? They're so amazing. So delicious. Oh, so delicious. Okay, and I promise that's not why I want to see you, but I love those too. Okay, let's see which deck wants to talk to Katerina. A Phoenix card, so it's about your past life too. Let's see what comes for you. Okay, so Justine says, I am noticing a lot of strength and resilience during a rather transformational time. Lots of perspective coming into my view lately. Honestly, I feel like Shauna's card was for me as well. Perfect. You know, what we're going to find is for all of these, they're going to probably resonate with most of us. And like I said, we come together. Ooh. Oh. Oh, just a second, Katerina. I'm going to look this one up. Whew. Whew. Okay. This is what your card is. It's the one. Zen Buddhist design. If you've chosen the Zen Buddhist design, you're among the wisest individuals on the planet. Although you might not completely understand the source behind your unusually wise approach, you trust your inner self to lead you towards paths of enlightenment with a calm confidence that others greatly admire. Yes, Andrea, you can. Yeah, anyone who wants a pull just has to ask for it, Jennifer. At times you may find the world confusing. It seems chaotic in comparison to your harmonious nature, and you may feel that you must draw into yourself for several days in order to just rejuvenate. It's likely you shun large crowds since you experience yourself as fragmented and scattered in groups. You tend to absorb the forces of others, both positive and negative. With adequate spiritual protection, you could make a fine channel or psychic because you're so receptive. Without that protection, there is a danger that you may become confused or depressed. Your personality is like a clear pond that mirrors all the influences that ripple around you. As a threatening storm moves close, the waters become unstable. Under peaceful moonlight or steady sun, you can remain calm and secure. In psychological terms, you are the perfect example of an introvert. Yet, you are a driven person to the respect that you wish to discover the true or inner nature of all things. It's likely that you have an interest in astrology, philosophy, psychology, as you are eager to find out what makes you and others tick. As with most students of Zen, you have a fascination with the self. You don't mind pondering ideas and questions that others find tedious and boring. It seems that as soon as you come upon an answer, you need to probe to a deeper level in order to seek out a new and more challenging question. Sure, Jennifer, I'll put you down after Andrea. From your perspective, each doorway opened only leads to another. Your mind is constantly shifting and evolving like beautiful rocks submerged in a mountain stream. It's not that you are an egotistical or selfish person. On the contrary, you're gifted with an extremely generous and selfless character. You do understand, however, that in order to comprehend the great mysteries of this world, you must first start by understanding yourself. If you have one fault, It's that you can be too inactive and passive. This may lead to stagnation. You will not push for change when change is needed. At your worst, you're a procrastinator. It is important to remember that in order for positive things to happen in your life, you must first realize what your dream is and propel it into action. Only when that action takes place can your true self emerge with all the beauty and harmony that you wish it to bring into this world. I think that says it all. Whew. Awesome. Okay, so we've got Andrea and then Jennifer. Oh, you know what's so funny, Michelle? So I was meaning to write my name, right? But you were the one who suggested it, so I ended up writing Michelle, but I'll put my name next to it, and then I'll do one for you too. And we'll just do card pulls till about 45 after, and anyone we don't get to, we can do next week. Right, Katerina? That was like the perfect gift for you. I also want to, I'm just going to, whenever I have actually worked with somebody, I always love to plug their work because I only refer people to people that I've actually worked with. And Katerina is, if you're in the Portland metro area, she's a massage therapist who's extensively trained in all sorts of different modalities. And when you go to her, a session with her, oh my God, when she worked on my wings, they have never flown so well. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure they are, Laura. Remember, we are a collective. We're unity, right? This is what we need to know right now. I'm going to take a sip of coffee, and then I'm going to pull for me. Let's see. Again, the Phoenix cards. Maybe we're just going to do Phoenix cards today. Who knows? Let's see. So for me, oh, I don't know why I'm suddenly feeling a little nervous. I don't normally pull for me. Michelle, why did you ask that? Oh, funny. That's so funny. It just made me nervous. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to look it up real quick. Got to clear some energy to get into this one. Ooh. I think I've actually pulled this one before. Okay, so this one is number 8. It's the Persian bracelet. Whew. If your choice of symbol is the golden Persian bracelet from the time of King Darius, you are a romantic. But above and beyond anything else, you are spiritual. You like to live your own rich imagination in life, which is colorful and exotic. You need to surrender to a romantic relationship is misunderstood by others. For you, it is a way of getting back to God or to the spiritual source. You know instinctively that any type of higher love is a form of surrender. Oh my God, Shauna, right? For you, all love is spiritual. For this reason, you are repelled by anything that is base or crude. Coarse remarks belong to a world you would rather not be a part of, preferring to bask in the beauty and gentility of your own thoughts. Most people simply do not view romantic love as a spiritual thing in the same way that you do, and you may often be disappointed. This goodness about you can be miserably abused and exploited. Your partner may not understand that you need to merge spiritually often supersedes any need to merge physically or sexually. You may be more interested in a fantasy figure than in any real flesh and blood person. Poor husband. You may have many infatuations or many experiences of unrequited love during your lifetime. You must realize that you choose this emphasis on unrequited love. Deep inside, you know that the prince you idolize and desire exists only in your imagination. It might help you understand your infatuations by reading the works of psychologist Carl Jung. Love his work. And studying his concepts of the animi and animus. You may be looking for your idealized self in another person instead of recognizing the God force that lives in each and every one of us. People see you as cultured and refined. There is a beauty about you that is delicate and exquisite. You make your life work a work of art. You have a keen interest in literature, especially poetry, and all things mystical that pertain to the life of the spirit. You absorb much of your knowledge through feeling. You feel, therefore you know. You are a highly intuitive person. Classical music, gentle ballads, and exotic melodies with the shimmering and overlapping sounds of Middle Eastern music all appeal to you. And that is so true. You're most likely a fine dancer, for you understand how to move your body intuitively. You feel soothed by music and may pursue it as a career one day. However, not all of your moods are light or pleasant. Oh my God, so true. You like to feel sad at times, to search out all aspects of your soul, even when it makes you feel miserable, as if it were better than feeling nothing at all. That's like really, really true for me. It is likely that you're an artistic person and dress accordingly. You can also express yourself wonderfully through the written word. You have insights and feelings that are unusual but may be unclear, nebulous, or vague. If you enjoy expressing your ideas in writing, this poses a problem for you. It may be difficult for you to articulate the many changing feelings that you have. You are most sensitive in spiritual rhythms that are hard to define. You may choose poetry as a way to communicate your feelings. I just wrote a poem the other day. You admire bright colors and fine fabrics and beautiful jewels and any scarves, shawls, and miniature objects that seem precious and endearing. It is not that you are a materialistic person, but you do associate beauty with love. You're sensitive to visual and tactile sensations and like to touch and be touched. You're a lover of beauty, and anything highly aesthetic gives you immense pleasure. You tend to get lost in it. This artistic sense is an extension of the fantasy world where you subconsciously dip into a more beautiful and sensual time. You realize that your true desire is not to have things, but to be one with the inner spirit in a heavenly landscape that is exquisitely beautiful to know and to touch. To most of us, heaven is a fleeting land of shifting impressions. To those who choose the Persian bracelet as a past life symbol, it's not that far away. I'm not at all surprised, Andrea. We're peas in a pod. That just shivered me timbers. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna move on. And my crown. See, this is why I don't read in front of other people for myself normally, because it hits me so hard. Okay, all right, Michelle, did you want to pull? Okay, all right. So Michelle, I'm pulling for you next. Oh, the Toth wants to talk to you. I always love it when they come out. You know, it's funny, you guys. That's pretty much, in large part, that's what I was just working on last night with Shauna. Thank you. I tend to have a habit, well, not a habit, but a pattern of allowing these people that really hurt me in my past, that are not really supportive of, oh, thank you, Justine. They're not really supportive of me. You know, those friends that they really only call you when they need something, or they want something, or they're feeling low, or they want you to make them feel better, or, you know, but they never really call you when you need them. And when you do need them and you do ask, they never do anything for you. So and I know that about them, but because they've been in my life for so long, it's like they have this permission slip to be there. And my marriage, you know, my marriage in and of itself is very challenging. I have a lot of struggles in it. But I know it's exactly where I'm supposed to be. And so, like, even when I'm all like, can I go now? Can I go now? Is it time? Can I get out? Like, no, you know you're not going anywhere. It's so frustrating. But I know that it's because I just get in there and learn so much and uncover so much about myself. And I never would be the woman that you see today if it weren't for my husband. And it weren't for all those other people that challenged me and brought me these hardships and brought me these deep lessons. So that was right on point for me today. Michelle, this one's yours. Yep, Sue. Yep. Okay, so Michelle, you got the Princess of Discs. I freaking love this image. Oh my gosh, look at how red the energy got. So the discs are all about the physical world. It looks like you have everything that you need in order to create the life that you want. You're empowered. You have the physical and the financial and the resources under you. You are ready to go. The Princess of Discs, she is so empowered, and she has this on the base of her staff here. She's got this diamond Merkaba, right? It's connected and it's grounded, and you're bringing the light down into the creation. She's standing on this hill, or is it a robe, right? It's part of her own robe, her own regalia. She's regal and balanced. See that yin yang in the center there? And notice the symbols around it are actually like the phases of the moon, seeing the reflective as well as the sun on the inside. Man, you are on it, and I'm so grateful because I love connecting into your energy. She also is wearing the horns, those great horns, you know, her crown of horns, connecting into the animal kingdom, that deeper knowing, the trees, the forest surrounding her. It's awesome. Excellent. Okay, so Andrea, let's see what cards want to talk to you today. The Shadowscapes. I know, I love her crown. Should we just look at it one more time? One more time. I'm going to just bring it right up. See that goat head in the center? There we go. Love this card. Such a beautiful card. Ah, yeah. Did we do the diamond merp? It's been so long since I listened to the class. I just was putting together a little brochure for the classes and updating it and cleaning it out. Deep energy movement. Ah, Andrea. So this card is, this and the Queen of Cups are the two that I get the most. The Queen of Wands. It's time to embrace the queen in you, hun. Look at her. She comes into the room and everyone wants to hear her play, wants to see what she's going to do. See how she has a brother crow above her? She also has the horns. Oh, thank you, Elaine. That's so sweet. So she's grounded, right? She's standing on this firm ground, but she has the foxes. Foxes represent that inner deep wisdom, deep knowing, deep understanding. And around her, things are blossoming and growing. She's like that life of the party. She comes in and just, it opens up. Now, Andrea right now, she's an artist as well. She's doing sculptures, and she's making a crow sculpture right now that is so freaking cool. Oh my gosh. I was blown away when I saw that, by the way. It's been a long time since I did any sculpture. I really love the way you did those feathers on that crow sculpture. So, be the queen, lady. Be the queen. It's time to bring out that liveliness, bring out that life, bring out that love, bring out that energy, that fire, that dynamic energy. She's the Queen of Wands. So she's all about taking something that people are like, what are you going to do with that? And turning it into something else, turning it into something mighty and powerful. I want to see a picture of it when you're done. Awesome card for you. Okay, so I think we have time for just one more pull, and that's perfect because we only have one more request for a pull. Jennifer, Let's see which cards want to talk to you. I'm going to clean my tears. Sorry, I had to move that through. So the Earth Oracle cards want to talk to you. I'm going to put away a few things real quick because it's just, I can't even think on this desk right now. And since it's the last pull, clear out the space a little bit. Now see, I'm dropping stuff. Okay. Seriously, I'm like dropping everything right now. Okay, so the Earth Magic wants to talk to you. Again, that's Stephen Farmer. It's hilarious. Even though I have all of my fair decks, I still have so many decks out here. Gosh, I sometimes don't even realize how many I have. It's not funny. It's not the materialism. It's just the value of things that are beautiful. That's all. Communication tools. That's all. I'm not a hoarder. Don't look at the shelf behind me. Oh, where I have all my fine fabrics. Let's see. Jennifer. Ooh. Okay, this Jennifer, this is for you, but this one is definitely for us all. And I'm going to look it up because I just love his way about things. Before I show you the anticipation. Any of you guys see Rocky Horror Picture Show? So what you got is Dreamtime Creation. Look at that card. I love this card. For the Aborigines of Australia, the Dreamtime is a place before time and outside of time, in which ancestral spirit beings came to earth and gave all of life its form. Once the work was done, the spirits remained in the very forms they created, including the animals, hills, stars, and other features of the land, and continued to be present today. Let's see if we can bring in a little more. The Dreamtime is an individual's or group's spiritual template, including songs and stories that have been handed down for at least 60,000 years, although Aborigines would say that they've existed since the beginning of time. In one such tradition, there's a creation story involving the didgeridoo, which is essentially a hollowed-out log that emits a droning sound when played. In this card, we see that as Spirit Man plays the didgeridoo, the world is sung into existence. Note the various beings and colors and structures of the land that are being created, all carrying spirit that has been breathed into them. One funny little side note on that is a friend just made a joke about my last name being Dujari, didgeridoo. And another thing, when you look at the creation myths, excuse me, of many of the different religions, it often starts with mud, water, and sound organizing. That sound is the organizing principle of all matter. And we now are finding that you can completely rewrite a person's DNA with frequency and sound. That's one of the reasons that frequency healing and sound healing are so popular right now, because people are really understanding that, and that knowledge is coming in. So you're gaining some ancient wisdom right now. Pay attention to your dreams. That's when we get communicated with the most. My dreams have been telling me so much that I needed to know, and allow that information to come through. Okay, that was fun. That was a fun Friday. Thank you guys. I'm so grateful you all showed up. You all requested pulls. So let's see. Is there anything in particular? You're welcome. Is there anything in particular you guys would like to meditate on today? Is there anything that we need to work through? What do you guys want to do? What would you guys like the meditation to accomplish today? Give me some suggestions. Thank you, Justine. Thank you. So meditation time. What do we want today? This is guided by you. I want you guys to come up with something that you guys would like to cover. Do you want to travel? We worked on our cocoon. We've worked on, what have we worked on this week? We've worked on trimming out our multiplicity, bringing ourselves into a bonsai and tree with a focus, recognizing our root balance. Awesome. Thank you, Sue. That's perfect. We'll do a balancing meditation. Wasn't that on your card? All right. So I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Moving energy or moving physiologically. Positive humanity on earth. Okay. My one statement about that, Elaine. I know you're. I haven't seen your name on Morning Oasis much, so in order to have balance, we have to have both the positive and the negative, because that's where we see the extremes and we know what balance looks like. When you have a grading curve and you're finding that grade, right? You have to know where the lowest score and the highest score, and then you find the mean, the balance. So recognize that we also need to embrace the negativity in Earth as much as the positivity. It's not all about you, Sue. Well, we are one, so it's all about all of us, right? Okay, go ahead and make sure you're sitting comfortably. Ooh, we're already pulling some energy through. You guys are powerful, powerful, powerful people. I love you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to come into the wholeness of the self, coming into the present, breathing in, present moment, present awareness, and exhaling. Breathing in, present moment, present awareness, and exhaling. Feeling that breath growing longer and smoother. Feeling the energy upgrading. I feel what we're going to be doing. Okay. Normally what we do when we're grounding is we send our roots down. Today we're going to do it a little different. I've been being guided to do this in my own meditations for a little while. Thank you, Poppy. Instead of sending your roots anywhere, I want you to feel and invite Mother Gaia into your heart. And feel her already there, already aligned. Feel her in your root. Feel her in your sacral. Feel her in your solar plex as she aligns into the heart chakra. Feel your oneness as though your heart is Gaia's heart. Your center is the center of the earth. Feel that as you ground into the entirety of our planetary creation. In the dark, in the depths, in the pressure, in the heat, in the cold, in the light, in the heights, in the growth, in the death. And instead of sending your consciousness up into Source, feel that Source is already with you. You are Source. Feel that connection in the crown that already is open and strong. Feel that opening awareness already there. Complete vision, complete sight. Feel that communication of the voice of God vibrating from you. Make a sound of your creation. And feel that your heart is already the heart of God, the heart of Source, the heart of that infinite consciousness, in alignment with the One. As you feel the primary rays, the red ray shining down upon you, the yellow ray shining down upon you, the blue ray shining down upon you, in perfect balance and perfect resonant harmony. Let's just feel this frequency as it flows through us. See how we are one and have created all there is that we encounter and experience in this creation, knowingly and unknowingly. Allow your body to show you those areas and aspects that feel out of balance, out of alignment. As you bring the full vibration of harmony into that space, allow it to show you what it's been holding. As the bunny shakes her bell and gives us some clearing energy. If your heart is feeling a little hard, a little heavy, a little pained at this intense energy, expand it like the sun is the biggest thing in our solar system. Let's let our heart grow for this time and expand. As we radiate our light out into our creation. And let's call in the waters of creation to flush through and release all that keeps us out of alignment with this balance, all that causes discord and disharmony, that we're ready to release, that we've learned all we have to learn from. And just imagine you're stepping through this great cosmic waterfall, washing and cleansing as you pass through and come out the other side, rinsed, relieved, lighter and brighter and cleansed, to radiate in your life all you came here to be. On that note, I'm going to leave you guys and let you stay in this place as long as you choose. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday.